What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabe and this is Tree Ponder SC Fishing. Today we're going to be comparing my Hobie Passport 10.5 to my 1972 Delhi aluminum V-hull John boat. Whoa, stop. I know it sounds like this video is gonna be a whole lot of talking. I'm going to share some information about these two boats, but trust me, there are gonna be wild catches like this and like that right here, and even a little bit of that. So stay tuned because I'm gonna try to make this video entertaining and informative all at the same time.
So I already got a fish? Yep. That's my first bass on a chatterbait ever. Oh, fish. Hold on. Just hold on. That is my second cast. Oh, hold on.
Actually, this is my first fish ever on a chatterbait. Here, let me get close to you so I can show you what a chatterbait is. I think most people know what a chatterbait is, but in case people don't. So a chatterbait has a blade on the front of it, and it chatters through the water. And this is a jackhammer made by Z-Man, and this is the Happy trailer from Guggen Squad. And this is the little bass I just caught. That was the second cast out here today, so hopefully that's a good sign and the rest of the day goes like this. But just a little bass. Nope. First off, we're gonna talk about budget, moolah, dinero, money spent. What is the better deal for you, a kayak or a boat? If you're trying to decide on a budget-friendly boat or a budget-friendly kayak, I'm gonna help you with that decision. Or maybe I won't, maybe I'll just confuse you some more, but at least I'm gonna give you some information to help you make an educated guess. The Hobie Passport 10.5 is a pedal-driven 10-foot kayak made by Hobie. Hobie is one of the first the first kayak company to do a pedal-driven kayak, okay? I stick with Hobie because I think it's a quality unit, plus I like the hydro drive because it can flap up. You know what? More details on the Hobie, click on this link for my review on the this Hobie kayak. You're talking the $1,500, $1,600 range, depending on where you go. Now, because it's a name brand, the accessories for it are not cheap. The optional wheels, which I'm telling you right now, even though this is a 10-foot kayak and it is light-ish, those wheels are a must. You just can't have this kayak without the wheels. They're the scupper hole wheels. You can get cheaper versions of these kayak trolleys, but I would not suggest them. I would go with the Hobie ones. These are like 140 something or 125 on Amazon. I wasn't gonna buy them, and then I did, and it's a game changer. You also have these right here, so you can screw on your options. I did have a cup holder, but every time I put something in the cup holder, I knocked it out with my feet when I got in and out of the kayak, and it just ended up being absolutely ridiculous. These are optional. You can actually get these on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description below. I would suggest these come in freaking clutch, and they're not expensive. They're actually a pretty cheap accessory. Other than that, I really keep the kayak simple. I don't want too many accessories on it because I'm trying to keep it light. The whole purpose of a kayak is to be able to get in, get out of a body of water. I don't want it to be
that? Oh my God. That was a catfish.
Holy shit. I would have never guessed that that was a catfish. Holy cow. That is crazy. Wow. That was crazy. He hit so hard. Oh, you slimed up my line. I'm gonna have to retie. That was the craziest catfish bite I have ever thrown. Big old mouth on him. £6, 3 ounces. Wild catfish. Healthy looking too. I think if he was in the lake, he'd probably weigh about 10. He's still kind of skinny. I think they compete with food a lot in here. That was crazy. You can find these V-hull, this style riveted aluminum V-hull on Marketplace from $500 to $1,000. They're really not that expensive. Every old man in the freaking country has one sitting in their backyard collecting leaves and dust. The hull itself was given to me, but trust me, I've looked at other ones, considering buying another one to do like a totally different build. Now, my particular motor, I wouldn't necessarily say this is a brand new motor. I spent the extra money, actually credit cards, anywho's, I spent the extra money to have something completely reliable. It's kind of a small nightmare for me to be broken down in the middle of a lake or a river or anything like that. That scares the crap out of me. Another thing is you have to consider when you're buying an old used boat, you're going to have to put in time and effort, but that's honestly half the fun, is customizing the boat. Taking one of these V-hulls and customizing it is a lot of fun, guys, and it's really not expensive. Other than the boat motor, I don't have a lot of money into this boat. I've waterproofed it with fiberglass resin, which you can get for $20 a gallon, and it lasts a lot longer than you think. Every piece of plywood, every piece of wood, other than the transom, which it's pressure treated, and I've already found out that mixing pressure treated and aluminum is a bad idea, so I'm going to be redoing the transom, and I'll make a video about that later. But as of right now, it's not bothering anything. Anyway, that's a side note. Every single piece of plywood on this boat has been fiberglass resin sanded again, fiberglass resin sanded again, and then painted with Flex Seal. So I don't have to worry about rot. Another accessory on this boat that I do have is a Marketplace motor guide trolling motor. The trolling motor cost me $100, guys. It's a foot controlled trolling motor. It's 52-pound thrust, 12 volt. I mean, I see these on Marketplace all the time. You can get a budget-friendly trolling motor. Is it the best trolling motor in the world? Not really. It's a handful. You can't take your foot off of it. But it's better than no trolling motor, and I would not suggest having any kind of John boat without having a trolling motor. It's honestly a waste of time. You're gonna own a boat, you're gonna fish, you need a trolling motor. It's just the way it is. Everything else on this boat has been simple, has been easy, a lot of fun. This is a fully customized live well, and you guys can see that on my channel in the video right here, actually right here, and that link to the link to that video will be in the description. If I had to complain, two things about this kayak, it's storage and the way it tracks. Other than that, I love the damn thing. There's another fish. Good sized bowfish. lost him. Hey, anytime you lose a fish, the first 10 minutes you've been in the water, it's alright. No big deal. Okay, well, let's talk storage. Well, you saw that I customized the boat with these little storage pockets on the side. Storage is in short supply in a kayak. You have to get creative, but it's really important to keep it simple. I've noticed that when I go kayaking, the more tackle I bring with me just ends up being a waste of space. Sure, I've been out in the water and they're hitting top water and I'm like, oh damn, I don't have any top water lures. And you just kind of miss out on that opportunity. It kind of sucks, and it's a drawback of being in a kayak. The Hobie Passport has really one option when it comes to a built-in storage, and that's your dry storage. And when I say dry, I mean it gets a little moist in there. So if you're gonna put anything inside there, make sure it's in a waterproof bag. I've learned that the hard way. Even though this lid is supposedly got a rubber gasket on it, somehow water still gets in there. It's kind of a bummer. I don't know why they call it a dry storage. They should call it a slightly moist storage. I know how many people love the word moist, sorry.
Oh my God. That's a bowfin, and it's a big one. Holy
Oh, I got him right up. Oh, he's skin up. He's skin up. Oh, he's not skinned up. Never mind. I got him pretty good. I'm not risking losing you. This is the whole reason why I wanted to be in the boat. Right here. Why do you guys like this? Please let me get this in your mouth. There we go. £8. Pretty decent. 1 pound away from my... I can screenshot it. So. That's 1 pound away from my PB. Good Lord. There it goes. So obviously a John boat is going to have more storage than a kayak. It's a 14-foot John boat. So obviously it's going to have more storage. But all the storage that this John boat does have is stuff that I made. And that is stuff that I made. Like this storage area up front that holds multiple tackle boxes, and it's really not super organized, and I could probably make this in a better way. I just haven't. Obviously I just showed you the live well. I use that for storage when I'm not using it as a live well. I've literally cut a hole in the side of the bench to make a cubby to put cell phones and such like that.
don't know what's working.
What's working?
I don't know what works in the shadows.
What is it? Whoa. Oh, he hit it a lot. I thought he was a lot bigger. I don't like the net. Yeah, you got me too. Oh! He did not like that. Oh man, he choked it. Where is it hooked? And I had him with the claws, and I had him. They're destroying this net. I gotta get something better. So what I have written down here is ease of use. Okay. The boat is complicated. You got to get gas. You got to make the engine work. You got to tow it with a big trailer. You have to make sure the batteries are charged up. The Passport, you put the wheels underneath it, you put it in the water. All you got to do is put your milk crate on the back, put a couple rods in it, and you're off to the races or off to fishing. It's a really simple way of fishing, and like I said before, you can put it anywhere. Ponds, saltwater, shallow water. You can go anywhere with it. You don't even need a boat landing. You just drag her in. I mean, ease of use. Obviously, the Hobie Passport wins in that category all day long. Oh, I got a fish. Oh. That is a big bowfin. I just wanted to weigh him to get a good picture. I'm pretty sure that was pretty close to be my PB. My next category is fishing experience. The just pure experience of fishing. Well, there is nothing like dragging a giant fish or a large fish into a kayak when you're only inches off the water. The challenge in this kayak is enjoyable, but it's also frustrating, very frustrating. Trying to land aggressive fish in this kayak is the challenge. It can be fun, but it also can be heart-wrenching and crushing all at the same time. Also, if you're getting a budget-friendly kayak, that means you're not going to be able to go backwards. So sometimes you'll drift while you're catching fish, drift frontwards into trees, and you have to use that paddle to paddle yourself backwards. That is... Is this the same one I caught a minute ago? I mean, when we were through here earlier. Did you hear that?
Lost him again? Did he hiss? What do you need?
Having a big belly's good for something. I'm holding the net with my belly right now. I pulled him out of the net.
With the John boat, you have the foot control trolling motor, so you can control the boat whether you're drifting into the bank or not. But when you have a foot control trolling motor, and it's a budget-friendly trolling motor, your foot has to be on that trolling motor. Once you move somewhere in the boat and your foot's not on that trolling motor, you're just drifting along with absolutely no control. Now, standing on the deck of the John boat, you're obviously going to have a higher point of view for like things like sight fishing. And sometimes watching a fish grab your lure is one of the most exciting things on the planet. So when it comes to pure fishing experience, standing on the deck, watching a fish grab your lure, I gotta have to say the boat wins. The John boat wins on that one. The drawback to the John boat is on windy conditions, the butt end of the boat just ends up acting like a giant sail, and it just wants to swing around like a top. So that's sometimes can get frustrating, but like I said, if your foot's on the trolling motor, you have control. Now, windy conditions in the kayak aren't always fun as well, because when you are having a lot of chop on the water, you're getting tossed around in this thing, and it's sometimes can be scary, especially if you're in salt water and you're having tidal currents and waves. It can be a sketchy situation, and I've been in sketchy situations with this kayak before, and it's not enjoyable. It's not fun. So that's something to consider. Depending on how much wind you have, the kayak can be a little bit more enjoyable if you put yourself against the wind and it's pushing you backwards. You can pedal forwards, and a lot of times you can stay in one spot. The boat will just constantly swing around because, like I said, the booty of that John boat is a wind sail, and it doesn't take a lot of wind to spin it around like a top. So when it comes to windy conditions, depending on the body of water, if it's a small body of water, I'll take the kayak all day. When it comes to windy conditions, the John boat can be a bit of a challenge when it comes to that. But when it comes to salt water, I'd rather be in the John boat. So it's just one of those things, because I'd rather have the power of the boat motor, and what I do is I just beach and fish off the bank. So it's one of those things when it comes to windy conditions. You guys decide on that one. I really don't have a clear-cut winner on that.
What are you doing, fish? What are you doing, fish? What are you doing, fish? Look at this. Little baby.
Is it catfish?
Yeah. I think it's a channel.
Get me off of your film.
Huh? Yeah, I guess it's a channel cat, but he's got a big mouth for a channel cat. Crazy.
Well, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope that all this information was informative. I hope you enjoyed some of the fish catches, and I just hope that you liked this video enough to hit like and hit subscribe. And I also hope that you stayed and watched the whole video because, you know, well, that helps me out. So I appreciate everything. I hope I helped you guys decide, or maybe all I did was just confuse you. I'm confused too. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. And by the way, if you were wondering what kind of sunglasses I'm wearing, these are Rios sunglasses. They are made here locally in South Carolina. They did not give me these. They are no affiliation with me whatsoever. I just really enjoy these sunglasses. I think they look good as hell, and they float, and just visit them and check them out and decide for yourself, guys. I don't have any code or anything like that. I just enjoy the sunglasses. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh, and watch this clip. It's random.
What you guys doing? Why are you coming this way? Don't come this way. All right, there you go. One of them's missing an entire antler. You got, oh, I know what's going on here. $3 chasing that doe. You see that, right? She's like, fooled ya.
Get out of here.
Oh no. Oh, she got hung up in that vine. Cross the river, sweetheart. You got a great spot right over there.